So if you're looking for ways for you to cultivate genuine fulfillment, authenticity, even in the whitest of spaces, then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Brittany Rochelle. I'm an anger alchemist, teaching you to alchemize rage to live a magnificently melanated life. And in this video, I'm talking about ways for you to cultivate true fulfillment and authenticity, even in the whitest of spaces. So often, for those of us who grew up being the first, only different, or one of very, very few people of color in our own surroundings, be that when we go to school, be that in our job, be that in working in a corporate environment, it's so easy, and I believe strategically designed, for you to get disappointed, for you to feel fatigued, for you to feel powerless, and for you to feel as if your culture or your own contribution does not matter. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a really empowering, very open way for you to cultivate a true sense of fulfillment and authenticity, even in these spaces. When I was in college, Alicia Shabazz, please forgive me if I didn't pronounce that right, who is Malcolm X's daughter, came to our school and someone asked her, what do you believe is like the single most important thing Black and brown people can do to really like support their own liberation and for their own lives? And she said to know your own culture, to learn about this. And specifically as a Black American, someone who for 400 years has been systemically denied access to even know like my original culture. There's very difficult for me to actually even find that out. It can be such a challenge, but I think that it can also be so empowering for us to learn about different ways of being, be that spirituality, be that different body-based practices, be that learning about different cultures, hairstyles, art, dance, all these different things that come from real traditions and experiences and cultures and groups of people outside of Europe. I know that so often in the traditional education system, we really are not taught this. And if we are, we're taught it in like a super problematic, colonialist, racist way. And so one of the most empowering things in my own experience has been taking the time to learn about things like Nigerian orishas and learning about the spirituality that comes from the continent that I'm originally from. Or it could be learning about Ghanaian concept of Sankofa, to go back and fetch it. Or it could even be learning about Taoism or Tantra, or this New Zealand concept of Whananga Tonga, which is the sense of connection, of community, of family. So often these things get stripped from us through colonization, through mass incarceration, through slavery, through erasure, through genocide, through all the different ways. And when we, as the descendants and those of us whose lineage and lived experience is one of a melanated person, then when we go back and reclaim this, when we go back and fetch it, it can be one of the most empowering ways to really claim our own value and our own belief and our own strength in ourselves and the possibility of what we can achieve. And this can even be in recent history. I personally am a civil rights, like Black woman civil rights, deep history nerd. Learning about the history and the triumphs of Black and brown people throughout the globe can be a source of strength and a way for us to walk with our head held a little bit higher when we know and learn about cultures and the real power and victory and triumph and vulnerability and tenderness of people who look like us. Can be so incredibly powerful, especially if we live in a world or came through a school system that systemically erases these parts, these incredible parts of history. So I invite you to go explore, learn, get curious, however this shows up for you. If you love to dance, go learn about dancing from different melanated cultures. If you love art, if you love learning about history, if you love reading articles, whatever speaks to you, learning about people who look like you or learning about melanated people throughout the world, can be an incredible source of power and really one of my favorite ways to really live and breathe and walk in a powerful state, being armed with a true understanding of our own history and our own magic. If you want to get more information and even some somatic tools on how to do this, I invite you to check out other videos I have and even check out my completely free ebook called Melanin Reclamation, where I share more about my own journey and those really awesome somatic tools. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I can't wait to see you in my other videos.